I'm just coming on here because I have a lot to say and I'm also pretty upset. And I'm just hoping that this message will find someone out there in the void. Because I really need someone to talk to. But I'm just feeling really defeated. I'm just feeling like I'm at a loss right now in kind of all areas of my life. I feel like a failure, that I failed other people. I just turned 28 and I'm not really where I want to be, if I'm being honest. I thought that by now I would have had a kid or a husband. I thought I would have been married by now or had a house or had a really good job. I just thought that in my life I would be at a better place. And it feels like I just kind of let myself down and let other people down too. I feel at a loss when it comes to understanding people and how to even deal with them. I feel like I've met a lot of narcissists in my life, or I've just attracted a lot of the wrong people who were wrong for me. And I'm just feeling like, where did all the kind, nice, genuine people go? Because I can't seem to find them. And that is kind of my life story. And all I ever feel is lonely, and it feels like a curse to be alone. I don't feel like I can talk to a lot of people. I've tried therapy, but honestly, I feel like I could be a better therapist to myself than a lot of the therapists I've had. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I just feel like it hasn't really worked for me. I feel like I try really hard in every area of my life, and all I do is I keep failing. I haven't succeeded in anything that I thought I would succeed in right now. I haven't done half of the stuff I wanted to do. I've just been kind of crippled by life's anxieties, and I am kind of struggling to just get by. You know, I want to be one of those people that is thriving and not just surviving, but I also don't really know how to get there. I know a lot of people will say to take it one day at a time, and that's basically all I can do. That's basically all I have been doing. But right now, I feel like I keep doing everything wrong. I feel like I've let everyone down. I feel like I say the wrong things, do the wrong things, don't do enough. And even when I try my hardest, even when I try my best, it's like, that's still not good enough. Even when I thought I was doing so well, even when I thought I was loving this person hard enough, or I was doing this job well enough, or when I thought I was exceeding or excelling, I come to find out that that was never how it was to begin with. It's like somehow I've missed some kind of clue or this puzzle piece, and it feels like even when I try to get far ahead in life, I just always end up right where I started. But this isn't a cry for help. And I mean, I feel like I've been depressed my whole life, but I've always gotten through because I've always had to. And if I have to now, I will, because there really isn't anything in this life I haven't been through. I just wish I didn't have to feel so alone in it. I wish I felt like I had people who knew me or understood me. And I find that it's really hard for me to understand other people. I feel so disconnected from people. I feel like I don't know how to relate to them. I never know what to say. I'm genuinely a pretty quiet person. I don't say a lot. I don't do a lot, but I mean everything I say and do. I'm really honest because I don't like lying. And I know that a lot of the times people don't always want to hear the truth. People don't like to hear me, I guess, if I'm being genuine or honest. And maybe they don't like me because I'm not willing to lie. I've just reached a point in my life where I thought I would be somewhere, and I'm not. And I just turned 28 and I didn't have anyone to really celebrate it with except for my parents. And I feel like as an only child, that's just kind of how it goes. You know, I've always wondered what it would be like to be best friends with a sibling, or to know that when your parents die, you have someone else to rely on. But I don't really feel like I've had anyone my own age to rely on. Even when I think that I have a bond with someone, it kind of seems like it's false, or somehow I thought that I meant more to that person than I actually did. I really try hard to make people feel seen and listened to, because I know what it feels like to be on the other side of that. I know exactly what it feels like to be lonely and to not be seen. And I just keep feeling, I feel like I mess up. I feel like even if I try and I tell people I love them, or it's just not enough. And I feel like I get blamed for a lot, and I'm misunderstood, and I just really want someone to understand me and know me and give me that kind of grace that I needed, because I feel like a lot of us need grace. In fact, a lot of the times when we were kids or even younger, a lot of the times when we were getting yelled at or anything really, a lot of the times when people berated us or told us that we did something wrong, I feel like a lot of the times all we really needed in order to become better people was love and grace. And I feel like if we had that, if we had been given that, so many people wouldn't really be where we are now, feeling hopeless and miserable and depressed and alone. I just wish that more people were able to give that. And I guess that's one of the curses I have, is never feeling like I have it, because I care, I think, a lot more than people realize. I can admit when I wrong someone, or when I need to ask for forgiveness. I know I'm not a perfect human. I'm not a perfect person. But sometimes I just really want some of that grace extended to me. I want some of that benefit of the doubt. Eventually, I just want people to stop leaving and I want them to love me. And I feel like that's all I've ever wanted, and that's just been a whole struggle for me to have for some reason. I've heard that whatever you struggle with the most in this life is what you came down here to fix, but I'm trying to remember the reason why I chose this life. I'm trying to remember exactly what I'm supposed to be getting out of this, and some days it really feels like I don't know what that is. Even though I try my best and I try my hardest and I love my hardest and I pray my hardest, I ask for what I want, I try to manifest, I try to succeed at anything or everything that I do. I just feel like I'm constantly trying so hard, and I would just really love for something to come easy. I know that people can't be what we always want them to be, and I don't know if I've expected too much from people, but sometimes I just wish that they could love me, and that's literally like the saddest thing to admit, and it makes me feel like and seem like an incredibly sad person. It's just like with the holidays coming up, and I just had my birthday too. Everything just feels a lot more alone. I don't have a big family. None of my family is close. Most of us hate each other. I don't really know why, to be honest with you, except that people don't really know how to let go, and I guess I wish that people would let go of the past. And I feel like, especially with my generation, is everyone takes everything personally. And if you do something, if you accidentally wrong someone, it's like your intention never mattered. And I've always intended to do the right thing. I've always intended to be a good person. I've always tried my best to make people feel valued. And somehow it's always like I messed that up. But it's like people want to ignore my intentions. They want to blame me. They want to tell me all of my wrongdoings. And they want to ignore all the effort and love, it seems, that I've tried to put into them. And it just feels like at the end of the day, everything I've done, it just isn't seen. They still want to blame me. They still want to put whatever they want onto me. And even when I apologize, it's still never good enough. I would like to feel like I am a good enough person. I would like to genuinely help people, because I know so much what it's like to feel like nobody cares. I don't feel like I have one person who I could call right now who would actually genuinely listen to me without putting in their 2 cents or I don't know. I guess maybe the problem is me. But at the end of the day, I'm really, really sad and tired of being defeated or feeling like I'm always the one at fault. I would like to be listened to. I would like to be heard. I would like to be able to make friends easily and effortlessly. I wish that I could understand people with all of my being. I wish that I could, but it feels like I'm so disconnected from them. I think being an only child and autistic at the same time makes it difficult for me, and I'm not trying to use it as an excuse. I'm providing a reason as to why this is hard, and it's like a concept I can't grasp. Is no matter how hard I try, I feel like I can't understand people. It's like I can love them. I can try my hardest, but I'm still gonna end up failing them because I'm not what they want. What I did wasn't enough. It wasn't good enough. I did it wrong. I was selfish. I didn't show them the way that they wanted that I cared, even though I tried in my own way to show it. I'm trying to be a kind person. I'm trying to be that person I needed when I was younger. But it just makes me feel like I don't want to deal with people at all, and I want to just hermit inside my house and never deal with anyone ever again, because at this point I feel like what's even worth it now? If people are always going to choose to misunderstand me, then what am I even doing to prove otherwise? I've never really wanted to make videos like this because I thought that it would make me look like I'm seeking attention or I want pity. And that's the farthest thing from the truth. It's what I want is I want someone to connect with. I want someone to be able to relate to me. I want to know that I'm not the only person struggling with this. I want to know that I am good enough, even if a stranger just tells me that at least once. I just feel like I try so hard, and I'm not where I want to be in my life. I'm not in the relationships or friendships I've wanted. At some point, you just kind of wish that life could stop teaching you lessons and that you would get what you want, but I guess we didn't come down here for the same things. I hope that in the future I can become the person that I need or want. I think genuinely I can say that I love myself at the end of the day, and I don't think a lot of people can do that. And I feel like if people did love themselves truly and unconditionally, then maybe they wouldn't have to hate other people. I just want people to know that I've done my best and that I tried hard. for them. And that I really wish that instead of so many people walking away, that they would have stayed. And I wish that some of them would have tried harder for me. But again, I'm not here to feel sorry for myself, and I don't want that. I really hate pity, and I don't want attention. All I want is just someone to connect with. I am tired of feeling like I'm misunderstood. I really hope that somehow, if you've seen this, that it's connected with you, and if you relate to it, then I'm really sorry. Because I wouldn't want anyone to feel this way. I feel like being alone is the worst feeling, especially when you want love the most, when you just want to be loved. It hurts when you're not. But I pray that you will find what you needed from this. And thank you for listening.